Okay, I don't even know how to start this video, but it's really hard or being someone who makes games because technically I'm not even a game developer. I have made a lot of games, but they weren't really games. I don't know how to explain it, but they had cool concepts behind them, but no one really cared about them enough, and I didn't even know what I wanted to do with them. And it doesn't really help that I have chronic depression, which is basically just being like depressed a lot of times in my life. Like I'm trying my best to do healthy stuff. Maybe maybe I don't go out as much, and you know I it doesn't really help that I also try to make big things, like big projects with a lot of scope to them. I just don't really I genuinely don't know that if I could do this, if I could be a game developer without burning out or never really making something I really cared about, not just for the sake of like making a YouTube video, but just for the sake of creating and enjoying the process. I wish it was easier, but all of that aside, I did make a couple of things, mainly just one thing actually. I did make a 3D block of blank wood, which is very Minecraft inspired. For my, I don't really I could call it a game, but it's still just a Godot project. It's not really a game. It doesn't really have any gameplay. In fact, it doesn't even have a world yet, or like any world generation. Because I was trying to go for a more of Minecraft backrooms liminal horror type vibe. And it's actually not too bad, and maybe if I worked more on it and added the player movement and actual word generation, now it would be pretty good, it would be pretty cool. And even if it doesn't get popular, that's not my intention, at least not anymore, because it really doesn't help that when you're doing something like YouTube or game dev, it can be a lot to handle. It can be a lot of just waiting and patience, consistency, and I'm not really a consistent person, and I wish I was, but yeah. I don't even know if anyone is going to see this video. It's kind of like, why would you even put effort in a video if no one is going to see it? Like I did that way too many times back in like 2 years ago and 1 year ago. And it sucks, but at the same time, I still wanna say what's on my mind as well. It's like painful for me to pretend or try to be too perfect in front of people. I'm not really the talkative type either, but I wish this project continues for now. However, I did make very simple terrain generation. Well, not even terrain generation, but it basically uses noise, or just like noise in general, that's like, it's like this 2D thing that's like makes very realistic terrain generation that's, like natural and stuff. I could do that, but I don't know, it might be too hard, but I will try nonetheless for the next video, I guess, or in the future, hopefully. So if you just wanna support me and, just stick around for, well, whatever you may call this, I would be very glad that you would. And yeah. Thank you for watching this far. I really don't even think anyone in the entire planet would watch this video, but I don't know. I stopped trying to be perfect a long time ago, and I'm just tired. Like it's no one really talks about the process where, you have to code and you have to learn and you have to do all of this with no one watching and no one like cheering for you or anything. So yeah, thank you for watching.